folks, and welcome to my January comic/manga reading wrap-up. The month is over, and I've read quite a lot, and I'm very happy about it. It's a great start to 2025, reading-wise anyway. So, let's get started, because there's 2 bags to get through. So, the first thing I finished reading in January was this manga. It's called Jing, King of Bandits, Twilight Tales. This is volume 1. And this is by, I believe, what is it? Tokyo Pop. It says Tokyo Pop. Yeah, I've had this one for quite a while and finally picked it up and filmed a video. I really loved it. I watched there was an anime on some channel that I don't remember the name of anymore on TV when I was a kid, and I really loved it. And when I learned there was manga, of course, many years later, it's very hard to find this manga, unfortunately, but I'm glad I at least got this one and 2 other ones. So yeah, I loved it. It was so cool. I loved the art style, the story. I really hope to get more in the future. But yeah, great read. Okay. And let's start. Wait, I gotta pull them all out. So there's so many bags here. Okay, so starting. And then now to comics. This is the only manga I read this month. I read Thunderstrike issue 24, The End. The last issue of Thunderstrike. Oh, this one was heartbreaking. I actually cried a little as I finished reading it. Even though I haven't read the whole thing fully, that was so sad. That wasn't, like crying, but that's some tears. It might be a bit silly, but it was like, oh no, why? Yeah, that was a great read. Sad, but great. They kind of don't spoil it for you here on the cover. Yeah, great one. Of course, keeping it. Then I read Vault. Oh, this is by, of course, Marvel. Then I read Barbaric #1. I got this too a long time ago. This is some kind of variant. It wasn't bad. The action and violence were very decent. The art style wasn't too terrible. Though what I didn't like was the language. You know, they talk in today's slang in the comic, and it would put me out of the, this barbaric world and everything. That took me out of it. I didn't like that. But still, if you like some violence, this isn't a bad read, and the talking axe that likes blood is kind of funny. But yeah, not one to pursue. Definitely sell pile. Okay, then I read... I should say I reread. I read the Universal Essentials, or Hellboy Universe Essentials. Mike Manola and others says. It's had a bunch of stories. I'm pretty certain all of these I read before, if I remember. Yeah, and I think this was... the last one of here I've never read before, so the rest were rereads. I have read a lot of Hellboy, so yeah, a lot of times when I pick these up, I really gotta do order and see what I have, because if I have something with doubles, I should get rid of it. So yeah, but still, it was great to reread these stories. I really enjoyed it. We got some Hellboy. Okay. Of course, by Dark Horse. Oh, and then I reread Saint Sinner, issue 1 by Marvel. This is from the Clive Barker universe. Finally found it. I read the whole series, actually. So yeah, it was good to reread issue 1. You see it's got that foil. It's very pretty. Fortunately, the series itself didn't end up being as great as I haven't made thoughts videos about it, but yeah, I read it. But still, issue 1 was as good as I remembered. Okay, then we have, Batman vs. Bigby, A Wolf in Gotham. This #1 by DC Black Label. I really enjoyed this one. It was the art was good and the story seemed very interesting. I hope to pick this up in the future. I look for some more of these, but not right now. I hope there'll be a trade. But this has been good. For now, I'll keep the first issue. Then I read Daredevil Born Again by Marvel. This is issue 230. The reason I have this is because Chris, OMG Chris, there's his letter to the editor in this issue. That's why I picked it up. But the issue itself was very good too. It was just so nice to see Chris's letter in the end. I read it. Yeah. I'm really glad I have this one. Of course, I'm keeping it. Okay, then I read Batman, The Long Halloween Special by DC. I've never read Batman, The Long Halloween, but this is like kind of an add-on to that. The art style was interesting from what I remember. I will keep this one. I'll still read The Long Halloween. I think you read The Long Halloween and then you should read this one. Just to, I guess, get an idea. It like has some extra about something in the story, I think. Okay. Then I finally read Batman Detective Comics issue 1027. It's that sketch cover I got all that time ago, but I'm not gonna keep it in the end. I got plenty of sketch covers. I think this one's just gonna make it harder to draw on. But yeah, I'm gonna donate it to the library. It wasn't bad. I liked some of the stories in here more than others. As always with these things. Yeah, some stories weren't bad, some weren't as good. There was one here where you have to like pick up something else to keep reading. Of course, I'm not gonna do that, but anyway, it wasn't bad. Oh, and then I read the Green Lantern 80th anniversary one. This wasn't bad either. Again, I liked some stories better than others. The last two stories I didn't like too much, but it's because they're about the two new Green Lanterns. They're not so new anymore. Maybe the chick that's it's like she has agoraphobia, the fear of leaving your house, I think. And then the other dude, I don't particularly care about them, so I didn't care about this. So yeah, but still, not bad stories, decent art too. Okay, and then I read The Serpent in the Garden, Ed Gray and the Last Battle for England, issue 1 of 3 by Dark Horse. And I picked this up because Mike Mignola is the writer. It was the only reason, really. And I'm going to be a lot more selective now. If it's not Mike Mignola or Christopher Golden, I'm going to consider it. But since it's Mike Mignola's writing, I was like, yeah. Oh, that one was good. I made a video, of course. Okay, and then I read The Death of Superman. I got this by DC. I got this, like, edition that came out, but it's apparently a little bit ruined inside. A lot of the first pages aren't correctly ducked, so I'll donate this one to the library to get myself a new copy. It was a great read, very sad too. I mean, I know Superman comes back, but still seeing the entire day of him fighting Doomsday was something. Okay, now we've got just this bag. Jesus. Oh, it's a mess. It's a good thing you can't see here. It's a mess. Oh, sorry, Bumblebee. I'll pick you up later. Okay, then I've read Black Sad, They All Fall Down, Part 2 by Dark Horse Books. I was so looking forward to this one. Oh, I'm so glad I got the English translation, I should say. This, in Spanish, it's already out for a while, but in English, it took time. I'm very happy I got to read it. I still don't know why they split it in half. Altogether, it would be like 120 pages. I don't know why, but it was a great story, as all Black Sad ones are. I really enjoyed it. Oh, and there's like a hint here that maybe Black Sad has a daughter. I really hope there'll be more Black Sad in the future. But yeah, this was awesome. Okay, and then I read Scarlet Witch, the complete collection by James Robinson by Marvel. Because I got an issue, this is the first issue years ago. I really love the art style. I wanted to read the rest of it. So, the story itself is not too bad. It was okay. But I don't like how, like every issue practically has a different art style. There's no consistency. Just the first issue and the last issue have the same artist. I don't know if they did it on purpose. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the art styles are absolutely beautiful. Other ones are not absolutely beautiful. Most of them are very good. Some I really didn't like. There's one here, and I gotta show you, that has a very lovely art style. But it's done in a way that's a little, I feel like, confusing to the eye. Just a second, let me find a good page. There we go. This art style I really, really liked. That's lovely. Yeah, the fact that it keeps changing makes it lose consistency a lot, which I didn't really like that. The story itself wasn't bad, but then I'm not, huge into Scarlet Witch. I don't know practically anything about her, but I really liked that first issue. It's just the rest of it didn't turn out to be as interesting as I hoped. But still, well, it wasn't a bad read. Also going to the library, though. Okay, oh, and then here I read Saint Sinner issue 2. And then we have issue 3. And issue 4. Go. I wish the story turned out to be a lot better than it was. Unfortunately, no. Issue 5. By Marvel. And there's this other razor thing here. I don't know. And then we got issue 6. Look at that face. And we got issue 7, the last one. So yeah, I wish that series was better. Then I read something I picked up in 2022, I think. It's Hellboy and the BPRD, The Return of Iffy Kolb, and others. All of these were rereads, basically, because there's only one story in here that I've never read before. But other than that, everything in here I did read. It was still, as always, great to read more Hellboy and to see the art styles. And then the last thing I've read in January, I actually finished it before filming. It's Batman, A Lovely Place of Dying. It's a paperback trade by DC. Or trade paperback, sorry. Yeah, I just finished it. It was great. I can see why people love the story. It was so interesting. And Tim Drake, I can see why some people love him as the Robin. I think this is his origin, and that is, I mean, holy shit, the connections. I loved it. It was great. It was really, really great. I'm so glad I managed to get the trade from my comic shop, of course. So yeah, that's it. This is all I've read this first month of this year. Not bad overall. quite a good start. Getting more and more low on comics, so if I keep reading like this, maybe by the middle of this year, I won't have a wrap up every month because I just won't have as much. But I still have trades over there to read. I still need to get to it, everything else, so maybe I'll still have more. Or, nah, I'll still do wrap ups, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, this goes over here. Alright, so that is it, folks. Let me know if you read any of what I showed here. Or if you liked any of it, or what did you read in January comic-wise. And that is it. Remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!